I have a topic.
Okay.
It's my first topic in probably 40 episodes, but we're gonna
E3 2018. Let's get into it.
No, but it does have to do with games coming out this fall, and I want to know what game or games you are excited for that you didn't think you would be coming out this fall.
Well, it's not coming out in fall.
Okay, well, anything that
Mario Rabbids, like I'm super excited for that.
I know, right?
I mean, I love XCOM. XCOM's great, and I cannot wait to dig into that because it looks the right kind of zany.
Yeah, it looks real. It looks real good and real dumb, and I'm like, I hate the Rabbids, but somehow they've made it work, and it worked to the point where I ordered the stupid Luigi Rabbid from the Ubisoft.
Oh, geez, Corey. Oh no.
Well, Corey, that's not a success of the game. That's your fault as a human.
I know.
But I think the Rabbids are very much proto minions, and while I don't think the minions are like super deep characters in terms of cinema, but I think they represent a brand of comedy that is kind of absent nowadays, and that is like true vaudevillian slapstick, and I think that's why those movies are successful. And I think if the Rabbids, especially in this, can lean into that on a big stage, like being in a Mario game, it could be cool. Will it? That's to be determined. But Nintendo had a lot out of this E3 that made me want to buy a Switch, and I am now clearly in the mode of trying to sell my Wii U and everything I have for it.
Thanks for responding to my Facebook message, by the way, or comment.
He doesn't care, Corey.
I did respond.
To me?
Yes. I said they're yours if you want them.
I didn't get that far then. That must have been my bad.
So
now you're not getting them, Corey.
Oh shit. That's fucking perfect. I love it. I love it.
See, Matt and I are so in sync all the time. It's great.
Read them messages, man. Facebook messages. Gotta scroll. Gotta make sure to scroll up to see what everybody had to say.
Let me tell you about scrolling. I've been in a Facebook chat for what seems like 8 years now with Moose and Matt Phillips, and they're both way more active in it than I am. Every so often when I have a moment, I check in and I'm like, wait, what now? and then I scroll back and like weeks go by in this thing, and they're like responding. I'm like, I can't read because it's kicking me right back to the bottom. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. That's a Google hole in itself.
It's rough.
Especially when somebody takes a picture of something you said like days ago, and you're like, don't you remember that? No. And they take a snapshot of what you said, and you're like, oh,
no,
crap.
No, like what? It's the same thing when I go to edit the podcast. I'm like, I have like a notepad that I'm like, okay, this is where we change topics, but then I forget to write down the time codes, and then I lose the paper magically, and then I'm like having to break out I have to listen to the whole show to try to figure out what the hell we've been talking about all day, and it's just like, what is happening? But
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazingly stupid because this show is just a hot trash garbage truck of fire rolling down the road.
But that's funny. And that's what it's supposed to be. Listen,
I know.
I'm
the best
fall.
part of Corey editing this show is like we will have. Like, he and I will message each other and be like, hey, let's talk about this on the show. I mean, this doesn't happen every time. In fact, I don't remember the last time it happened, but it happens. And then we'll go into the show and none of that will get talked about.
Yeah.
And then my guess is he probably refers back and like, oh, yeah, this is what we talk about. Why is he doing what? What?
Listen, that's why you gotta have a schedule. You gotta have a Google's document that's shared with you and your co-host that says this is what we're covering.
And see, that's why Nerds Gone Platinum. That's why Nerds Gone Platinum.
Do again on Monday.
Yeah. Hey. And then, so how that works. with me.
Yeah, you just fuck shit up. That's how it works.
No, because then I just don't do it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So Corey, how's this topic coming along? Speaking of which,
You know what?
I was talking and Matt interrupted me.
It's going exactly how I thought it was going to go. So,
Games that I'm excited about for the fall, Destiny 2. I will be honest.
that you weren't excited about?
No,
I
that
think you just
am
gave
excited
Corey
about.
No, Corey wants to know a game that you weren't excited about, but now you are.
No. Yes, yeah.
Oh.
Destiny 2.
Oh.
I was not excited.
Oh, okay.
I played. Okay, so here's my little history. I played the demo of Destiny on the 360. I almost bought it on the 360, but I was like, I am buying a PlayStation 4 soon. I don't want to buy Destiny, and I'm glad I waited because Destiny was hot fucking trash. Like the hottest.
It's like a dagger to my heart, Corey. Oh my God.
On the fucking sun is what it was, and so. I'm glad I skipped it. Now, I won't say that, like the Taken King and all the DLC kind of helped correct issues with the initial game. I won't say that. But I was not like when you knew Destiny 2 was coming. Everybody knew Destiny 2 was coming, and so I was not excited at all about it. But now that I've seen some trailers and I've seen like how they're trying to correct the game and really having a story for the game initially, not like DLC like a year later. I'm excited for it. It might be a game that I end up, yeah, the story looks cool and it might be something that I end up picking up, but that's pretty much it. To be honest, that's pretty much it for me in the fall. Like I personally like a lot of indie games, so I'm still waiting on 2 games, Death's Gambit and Chasm. I'm waiting on them to get a freaking release date for this year. Hopefully they come this year. But if they come out in the fall, then I'll be super excited about those games. But nothing else in the fall. I mean, there's Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, which looked great, but I didn't really play the first one, so I'm just kind of like
been excited for that.
Right. So I'm just kind of like probably gonna play backlog and try and get some more platinums, because that's what I'm all about, hosting Nerds Gone Platinum. So,
yeah. What about you, Todd?
Monopoly on Switch. Just kidding. No. That game is the worst. Really?
I'm like, what?
Yes. Everybody likes Monopoly. No, I mean, seriously, Nintendo's bringing a Monopoly on Switch, but it has no Nintendo characters on it. I mean,
I know.
come on.
Where's that Nintendo version of Monopoly? Why didn't they just do that? Like,
no, I mean iconic characters like the boot and the car. I mean, come on,
dude. That should be in a boot. That's what it should be.
You forgot the iron, Todd.
Oh, that's right.
The iron is the best of the units because it has the best powers.
That's true, and I hope there's like a 20-hour campaign though. That's
that really
only
digs
thing
into
that
the
would make Monopoly.
backstory of the iron.
You got to know that. You got to know their story because if you're not, you can't connect to the game. I mean, come on, it's just trash.
It would make Corey's life if it was called The Rise of the Iron, just to really, hammer home.
Why do you get $200 for passing go? I mean, really, what's behind that?
Yeah.
The beauty contest for only $10
second
place?
Man, they're watching us all. They're dangling the 200.
How's come when my light turns green at the end of my street, don't I get $200?
Exactly. It's saying go, and you're supposed to go. There's nobody there. Sorry, Corey. But no, for me, probably Ni no Kuni 2. Ni no Kuni 1, it was a game that I thought I might want to play, but I never did. And it's never come to PS4, which is kind of sad because I think that game, kind of made sense that game would come to PS4 because it's got a big audience.
They didn't remaster it.
Yeah. I mean, even just re-release it. I mean, it's already in HD and all that fun stuff. I mean, but this one I'm excited about because, I mean, I normally don't play JRPGs, but I think this one looks like a Miyazaki film once again. Looks fun. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I'm a little concerned about that game, though, because they're taking the Pokemon-style aspect out of it.
Yeah, there's that. I know people love that drippy character who is Welsh, and they love the fact that he has a Welsh accent. You don't get many of those characters, so I don't know. I still think it's kind of fun. I'm not, like I said, typically not into JRPGs. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I saw that, and I'm like, man, it just looks like the same background of like somebody's probably, got amnesia. It's going to probably have bad acting in it, overreactive females that don't act normal and that you've ever met in anyone in your life. Yeah. So yes, as an American, I have a hard time relating to that because it's, even though I watched anime and a lot of those shows growing up, I kind of thought it was fun when I was a kid, and I'm like, but I was a kid and I didn't realize. Yeah.
I mean, you don't like your JRPG anime orgasm battle cries?
Yes. It's like, oh, what are you watching? I don't know. Yes. So there you go. Ni no Kuni 2. Why not?
Nice.
It's gonna be good.
For me, I think it's Assassin's Creed Origins. I haven't played Assassin's Creed since Black Flag, but I like the setting, and this is the Black Flag team. So I really am interested to see what they are doing with this, because I listened to the Game Informer interview with them, and like, I know it's all like marketing and stuff, whatever. They say things to try to get you to buy the game, but like the things he was saying really made me want to explore Egypt, and how, the battles, the combat system is more Arkham and less old school Assassin's Creed. There's the counters are more reactive, more people are going to attack you. He compared the battle system a little bit to Dark Souls, the way they move the combat to the shoulder buttons and the way you dodge and stuff, instead of directly countering and waiting your turn to counter and stuff. The protagonist seems really interesting. The Egypt setting as a whole just kind of really it's going to suck me in. I don't know. We'll see. It might be one that I rent, and if I enjoy it, I'll pick it up. But like, it's really got me intrigued. It really does. I'm a little concerned about the Eagle drone, or the Hawk drone, whatever. It feels like I don't really want in Ghost Recon in my Assassin's Creed. But
can you can you poop on somebody remotely?
No.
But that'd be great. They could rip the Metal Gear Solid 5 and just be like, do it, and then
it blinds them in their eyes. Come on, all that poop in their face. I can't see my eyes. Yeah.
But they did say that they are you're going to be able to climb things without having to press 35 different buttons. You're going to be able to walk and sprint with a pull of a button instead of pressing 35 different buttons. They're really trying to streamline the controls. They said you're going to be able to climb things without trying to look for things to climb on, a la Zelda. They didn't say Zelda, but they did heavily imply that it's going to kind of be like Breath of the Wild.
Isn't that the trash of the series? Is like 50 million buttons to try and get up the inside of a building.
That's why I didn't play Syndicate, because I played an hour Syndicate, and I'm like, I don't feel like pressing square to go up and circle to go down and X to go sideways. Like, I don't have time for that. Just do what Uncharted does, and if you press up, you go up, and if you press down, you go down, and if you press left, you go
strip
left.
It down. It doesn't need to be some fucking like special type of command type thing. Just do it.
Yep. Yeah. So
Assassin's Creed did kind of start the whole climb anything, though. I mean, if you think about it, they did. So I mean, I'll give them credit for that. And so I think maybe if they hadn't done what they did, and Uncharted did what they did, Tomb Raider did what they did, I don't know if Zelda would have been able to do it as successfully without having some of those games already setting kind of the groundwork. So I'll give them credit for that. As long as you're not chasing, I hate the chase missions in Assassin's Creed. Holy crap! I'm so tired of 5 minutes just chasing somebody, and then you finally do it. It gets kind of bored.
They said they're focusing more on the stealthy assassinations and the. They said there weren't going to be. I think they said there weren't going to be any escort missions, and there weren't going to be any chase the guy down missions.
Oh, thank God!
Sweet.
A lot of it's going to be stealth. A lot of it's going to be planning your attack, and They said they're trying to put the Assassin's Creed 1 formula where you have like these main guys to go assassinate, and you can tackle it any way you want, instead of the what they've been doing lately, which is just an open world and you get missions and stuff. So they said that aspect will still be there, but they're trying to form the boss, like I guess you would call them bosses in Assassin's Creed 1, into the open world formula. So it sounded cool too. So, and I hope they do tombs and stuff like they did in Brotherhood and 2, where they were just straight up platforming through tombs. Because I think going through the pyramid or Sphinx or something underground would be really cool too.
I agree.
I'll buy it when it's $15.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably
So in
gonna
2 months after it releases.
Ain't that the damn truth?
So.
Jeez. But anyway,
I'm trying to think of what else was announced. I mean, I wasn't really interested in the Dragon Ball Z game.
it looks cool though.
But like, it was one of those things that it really, like, I keep toying with the. I mean, chances are I'm probably not going to buy this. I'll be honest, because I keep toying with the idea of getting back into fighting games, or at least getting into the more of the anime fighters, because I've always been fascinated with like Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. Persona 4 Arena was fantastic. And then the one, what was it, Guilty Gear Xrd sign from a couple years ago it just looked phenomenal as a fighter. But it's one of those things that like I don't know if I have the space in my gaming time to just sort of dedicate to that lifestyle. But it intrigued me nonetheless. I'm still like, I guess if you want to talk about something I didn't know about, Skull and Bones, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that really looked cool, except for the fact that like I still don't know if it's full multiplayer or if there's a single player element to it.
I don't think there's going to be a single player.
I think it's going to be like For Honor on boats.
Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of people were reporting that it's going to be just multiplayer, which is stupid and ridiculous.
Yeah, because like everything, because that survey came out right before Black Flag came out and said, "How interested are you in a pirate game?" And a lot of people were like, "Yeah." And I think they're taking all the wrong aspects of Assassin's Creed Black Flag and putting it into, which like. I like the ship combat, but give me a story and let me play as a pirate. I want like,
let me be on my ship.
I would really like if they just did like Pirates Creed or whatever,
or like an update on Sid Meier's Pirates, where it's more like third person perspective rather than just overworld strategy,
right?
Sort of things. I mean, because even the combat in that game, because I played it on my iPad when I had an iPad, the game was fun. Like I was playing it at clinical and X-ray school. Like people were like, "What's this you're playing?" Like it's pirates. They're like, "Yeah, I can see that." I go, "No, that's what it's called. It's pirates."
It's called Pirates.
Good
job.